Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Mechanicus with me, Don. We're going to continue with Badex's quests here. I'll probably start Purification until I get the next upgrade to this Guitar Ranger Alphas. You'll see how many of these I can knock out before we have to fight the final boss. If I complete all of his quests, then we'll continue with Rose until we're at, until we have to finish the game. Yeah, we'll start Purification. Massive Flayed Ones is gathered in the Tomb of Ubjao. Letter Dogmatus Videx urges attacking these Flayed Ones. They'll be relatively vulnerable in open battle. Burn them all. Burn all the Flayed Ones. Alright, pretty straightforward mission objective. Let's do it. The tidings are glorious, Magos. I return gladness to hear it. The Flayed Ones in the Tomb of Ubjao are waking in huge numbers and massing to attack. This strikes me as less than glorious. That is a mouthful. A logical conclusion is that the aliens fear us. We have hurt them enough that they are forced to strike back. In doing so, they make themselves vulnerable. It is our duty to exploit this vulnerability. Engage them and destroy them. Life of Uriah Jacobus, 8.31. When the enemy offers open battle, take it, and make it his final mistake. Well, yeah, Flayed Ones are pretty soft, so. The whole lower level of the Tomb of Ubjao was swarming with Flayed Ones. They're bottled up there by our Skitarii perimeter, but it's only a matter of time before they break out and flood the whole tomb. Then we strike before they have the chance. The enemy has presented us with an opportunity to massacre them in great numbers. Halfirian Recollections, chapter 571. When the enemy begs for destruction, do not let him go hungry. It's what a soldier calls a target-rich environment, Magos. Then let us make it a little less rich. I've sent in a team to inflict maximum casualties. I can think of nothing that would so please the Omnissiah. It looks like I'm going to take this fight here. So regardless, I have to take another fight, so I may as well take that one. The chamber has a horrific sight. Dozens of severed hands are impaled on spikes on the walls, reaching out as if blindly groping for someone to grab. It is impossible to tell at a glance where the hands have come from. Yeah, burn the hideous display. The only rational response to such a sight is the application of fire. Though the cohort's spirits are lifted by destroying the gallery of severed hands, the smoke and flame serves as a clear indicator of their position to the Necrons. These normal missions seem a lot more difficult to maintain a low awakening level. Alright, who's up first? Oh, Jeremiah. I like how the enemies are split up here. But I don't know if this wall is going to stop us from being able to shoot these guys. Nope. Oh, wow. Oh, I can even hit that guy. Nice. did not expect that to be so effective. Sweet, okay. Alright, one enemy left, so I can do the consoles basically at my leisure. Especially since it's just a base warrior. We'll also destroy what consoles we can as we progress. And that should be all she wrote. Now we're back down to 0 awakening. Scan or destroy. Alright, Minarius, you will be up front. Along with Talf. I think he's the other melee guy. He's a lot of movement range. Again, I should be able to knock this out in one turn, so I don't need to take this ramp. Or the slider, whatever this thing's called, platform. There we go. It's not a slider. This isn't Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays. There's a console over there that I want to get to. I think he can get to it just fine, so that's what we'll do. I should have used the Cognition Mechadendrite to generate some, but I can run over here and hit this guy. At the cost of it, but that's fine. Okay, well that makes my job a little easier. Not bad. I can have him approach this other guy. Yeah, Praetorian. I feel like I'll be able to finish him off, but he will, play the smackdown. We'll delay his turn. I think Minarius can get down here and finish this guy off. Yep, nothing to it. A Necron artifact, resembling a large globe inscribed with glowing runes, lies half buried in a mass of decaying trash in this chamber. Examine the artifact. It may contain precious information on the enemy. One of the troopers depresses a panel on the side of the artifact, and a section of it opens up to display a hollow-like image of a huge and heavily armored Necron form. The Necron collapses, its shape deforming and blistering, as if the hollow image were showing the process of infection greatly sped up. The hollow cuts out, but the sight is disconcerting enough to rattle the cohort's spirits. Yeah, examining usually doesn't benefit us, but I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. A squad of Skitarii has been forced by injuries to abandon its post, holding a key passageway leading deeper into the tomb. If it is left undefended, the flayed ones might have another way out of the lower levels, enabling them to avoid the cohort's vengeance. Yeah, collapse the passageway with demolition charges. The passageway is duly demolished, but the cohort sustains injuries in the blast. Valuable materials are salvaged from the rubble as they perform triage procedures. It said valuable resources, but we didn't get any resources for that. I'm starting to think that it lied to me. Scan or destroy. Alright, I see two. Is it gonna be an escape thing? I think it's gonna be an escape thing. I'm sure flayed ones are gonna come crawling up the sides here. Gonna heal everybody up as well as max out our CP gauge. There's a handful of them. Survive 4 rounds? Okay. I'm not too worried about that. I didn't destroy that console, did I? That's fine. Alright, hang in there, buddy. Okay, use a flamethrower here to get in some work. Alright, better yet, we'll just do it this way. One dead Necron, we'll run over here, smack this with the axe. I should be able to hit him with the flamethrower without hitting anybody else, right? Yeah. Well, that should be all she wrote again. Yep. XENO's contained. What a tough mission. Alright, finally, the last of the flayed ones in the area falls, temporarily reducing their active population in the Tomb of Ubjao. The remains litter the tomb, leaving chunks of bloody flesh and shreds of skin behind as they teleport away. With luck and the will of the Omnissiah, the Skitarii will be able to keep the numbers of flayed ones at a manageable level. A great blow has been struck against the enemy here, Magos. The flayed ones are among the most profane of all the Necron constructs. Hagiography of Thor? I don't know if it's a soft G or a hard G, so it might be hagiography. It's hagiography of Thor. 14.91. He who sows doubt is as blameful as he who sheds blood. The Tomb of Ubjao should be much safer for our troops to explore, and I admit, I return a sense of gratification from my emotional centers to see so many of the enemy destroyed. Take no shame in exulting at the destruction of the Xenos. Though killing the alien is our solemn duty, that does not mean we cannot let it buoy up our spirits when it is accomplished. Colloquialisms Minor, Chapter 51. It's not work if you enjoy it. Oh, I think I'd skip past that. Not super important. Also, they should be level 2. Target has 100% chance to miss you with its attacks for 1 round. Okay. And then, alright, let's level up. Toth, is he done? He is. For now. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's grab him an axe, I think. He has 2 slots available, so we'll grab him. Let's actually do this. We'll get rid of that for now. We'll give him a, that, and then a Zenerite axe. Alright, we're going to do this one. From the mouth of Malediction. A counter-transmission has flooded the Tomb of Aghrolek with the Necron data, not data. Lector Dogmatus Videx has requested the source of this transmission be located and destroyed. Magos, a matter most perturbatory has arisen. I'm surprised that that word hasn't been outlawed in the Imperium, considering perturabo. Oh, well, anyway, it concerns the Tomb of Aghrolek. Previous interactions suggest you still feel it is not pure enough. I have risked and spent enough lives with this task, Videx. It is much worse than that, Magos. I would not trouble you if it was not. As Fabricator General Kane once wrote, sometimes our prayers are answered, but not in the way we would prefer. Explain. Following our transmission of Lingua Technis prayers in the tomb, we have received reports of a counter-transmission. It is in a crude form of binary that echoes Lingua Technis, but it is a foul and blasphemous tirade of heresy from the mind of the Xenos. I see. Most concerning. Something within the Tomb of Aghrolek has awakened with sufficient autonomy to transmit its own mockery of our prayers. Our course of action is clear. Adeptus Mechanicus 5.21. For the mouths of heretics emit naught but foul vapors. Cut out the tongue and be clean. The probable source is a conjugator-like device deep inside the tomb. It is transmitting on a broad spectrum, in a version of our own Lingua Technis, to ensure we can hear it. Amalanthians 9.41. Thus does the enemy seek to crush our spirit, for our souls are our most potent weapon. I've already deployed the cohort Magos, but do we have any idea what we're dealing with? Nothing that cannot be silenced with fire and fury. We cannot be certain what this Necron device is. We should be wary of what we might find. Nevertheless, this fount of blasphemy must be stemmed. Advance deeper into the tomb immediately, and execute our will. Oh, I see 2. Okay. So I'll probably go this way and I'll hit this fight and then go, yeah. Could be to preserve something inside that would perish in air, or maybe it's some kind of memorial to the void. Aghrolek was a space fleet admiral after all. A vacuum itself is not an issue to our cohort, but when the room becomes depressurized, there could be negative effects. The chamber ahead is sealed behind a doorway resembling the airlock from a ship. Auspex scanners confirm the chamber itself is full of a hard vacuum. Unfortunately, it is the only way ahead. Yeah, plant explosives on the door, retreat to a safe distance, and detonate. The cohort plants a remote explosive and falls back outside the blast zone. They detonate the door and are safe from the explosive recompression of the vacuum chamber. When they averted any damage, the Necrons begin to home in on the noise of the detonation. So many words. I guess that one. I said Heretek arthritis. Let's see, do we have any? There's one console all the way back there. Well, he's gonna hit him, but may as well try. I'm gonna have him run up here and take care of the scanner. Should have used that after I attacked this. Oh well. Live and learn. Alright, I should be able to hit both of these guys with that. No need to applaud. Be wary, Magos. The words of the enemy can serve as his weapon as surely as a gun. Adeptus Mechanicus conjugators have completed a translation subroutine. The Necron transmission can be deciphered. He had quarantined the translation so it could be studied later by properly trained tech priests. The translation data is stored on a secure conjugator on the Adeptus Mechanicus. However, the conjugator begins emitting junk data of Necron origin, suggesting a data infection. The machine must be fully purged, the translation is lost, and the corrupting nature of the Necrons is fully illustrated. I keep making that mistake, but I am a sucker for knowledge, so it's my own fault. But knowledge is power, and you must guard it well. the Blood Ravens were my introduction to the franchise, so I abide by their tenets. So when I kill all enemies, there's one console here. Okay. Leonardus, I probably put Jeremiah. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, scoop up all the cognition points. I'm gonna go stand beside this guy. I'm also gonna go ahead and destroy the scanner. Or the console. Whatever it is. He's one tough cookie. 2 to, let's say 2 to 18. Oh, it's over. Hey, back down to 0 awakening. And into the last fight. Scan or destroy. We're all the way the heck over here. Okay. I don't see any platforms. I'm assuming if I approach... It's just so far away. I believe he's still alive. He should die to the burn though, so I'm not too worried about it. This thing has some crazy range. Yeah, go ahead and fill it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna move and then die, right? Yeah. I do wish you could get like a jetpack or something, like how the Praetorians move around. It's only 2, that's not a big deal. Alright, a few more than I was anticipating. That's okay. We'll still wrap this up pretty quickly. Unless just scanning it's going to end the mission. Nope. He doesn't have any energy armor. I mean, he can fill the cognition gauge, so yeah, it's probably worth getting him up here. What I can do is actually move past these guys. Him stand right there. That's a little 12 damage tap. We'll spawn in. A servitor over here, so he goes down on this turn. I think he would have gone down anyway, but little extra security never hurt anybody. Well, except for the people that the security was designed to be secure against. Alright, heal everybody to max. There we go. The cohort comes across a Necron device mounted in a chamber deep in the Tomb of Aghrolek. They destroy it with extreme prejudice, and the binary transmissions immediately halt. Whatever end the tomb's inhabitants wish to achieve with their mockery of lingua technis, they have been prevented from achieving it. Jovi Administrations 61.90. When the heretic is silenced, it is as if his weapons and tools are stripped from him. He is left impotent and weak. I can appreciate the benefit to the Skitarii of removing this moral threat. I can feel the emotions they do. Relief, joy even. I take solace from them before I compartmentalize them. And the journey towards inefficiency is halted. Canticles Borealis 6.15. Inefficiency is a slope whereupon one slides ever downwards, by degrees, until one reaches the nadir unknowing. A fate we must avoid, if we are to fulfill our mission on Silva Tenebris. So he has the one mission. Doesn't look like he has missions that go past normal difficulty. How's our tech looking? So we have one more weapon we can get. Still a handful of these, which some of these I guess could be found in the missions themselves. And then one more upgrade to that guy, and then obviously these 3 upgrades. I highly doubt we're gonna get these before we beat the game, so won't worry about it. Alright, he's finished that one. We can go down. Sure, we'll go down that route. Alright, what's his current headpiece? Energy and physical armor, +2 energy armor. 1 HP and critical chance. I never equipped this other thingamajig. I'm gonna give him a decent weapon. I might give him a flamethrower. And then oh no, I can give him like the base cognition Ecodendrite. Sure. That will do for now. Alright, next episode, I guess we'll knock out the last of his missions, unless he has more after this, which I guess he might. It'd be weird for him to stop at the normal difficulty missions. If that's the last one, then we'll also jump back into Rose missions, and we'll just keep chugging along until we get close to the end. I don't know if if we hit 100%, if we're forced to immediately fight Caesaragon, or if we hit 100%, we lose the game. Regardless, at about 99%, if I can hit 99% without losing the game, I'll probably go after him anyway. By that point, we'll probably be done with all the missions regardless. Like, we don't have a lot left to do. It's cool though. So I was a little late to the party as far as actually managing my awakening. It looks like we still might be able to finish all the missions of the game, which is pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode.